Hello and welcome to your weekly biggest and best tournament rundown show for Warhammer 40,000. We are the Warhammer Meta Chasers. This is going to be live right now. Yes, we're here. Come on, just a couple minutes behind. People who listen on the podcast don't even see that. But we're going to tell us you can come hang out with us at 9 p.m. Eastern Time each and every Thursday. My name is Paul Murphy. I'm joined by Dustin Henshaw.
Hello, everyone.
And Adam Camilleri.
G'day.
Welcome everyone to the show. We have two great events to talk about this weekend or this week, and there's some big ones. Looking forward to it. Going to be talking about the Beachhead Brawl and the West Coast Warbands.
How wild is it that when we started doing this show, in days of yore, many a season has gone past since then, but our average was like a 40 to 60 player event was what we were like hunting. We would be like, oh, cool, let's look at this, this slobber knocker. Let's see what's going on. And now if we have a weekend where we have like a less than 150 player event, I'm like, what happened? Like, what are you all doing this weekend?
The scene has exploded.
We're very, very spoiled. It seems like every weekend we have multiple 150 plus player events, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Different tournaments, different formats, one thing in common, Warhammer 40,000. And you're right, the scene is blowed up out there and shows no signs of slowing down. The first event we're going to be talking about is the Beachhead Brawl. This is from Bournemouth, England. Bournemouth.
Yeah, you said too many letters there.
There was a lot of letters.
They hate that over there.
Sometimes all the vowels got to get hit. It's like when you're dealing with the Custodes, Arbides, and you're from the South. You got to hit all the vowels.
We have had this exact conversation a year ago. I feel like that's
verbatim. This might be our third or fourth Beachhead Brawl that we've covered. So
yeah.
213 players competing over 6 rounds. What are we going to see there, Dustin?
In the Imperial Super Faction, there are 2 Imperial Agents, 6 Sisters of Battle, 8 Custodes, 2 Admech, 13 Astra Militarum, 6 Grey Knights, and 6 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 19 Adeptus Astartes, 9 Dark Angels, 14 Space Wolves, 15 Blood Angels, 2 Black Templar, and a Death Watch. Chaos, there's 5 Chaos Space Marines, 4 T-Suns, 6 Death Guards, 6 World Eaters, 12 Emperor's Children, 8 Demons, and 6 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 20 Necrons, so that's like at least 60 Satans, 4 Orcs, 8 Tau, 4 Votan, Highbind, 13 Tyranids. Ooh, I like that. 4 Genestealer cults. Eldari, there's 4 Drukhari and 5 Eldari. Meaning the faction podium is Necrons topping off with 20. Astartes right behind them with 19. Blood Angels then with 15. Then Space Wolves with 14. Then Astra Militarum and Tyranids with 13. That is a lot of Astartes on the podium.
It's a Marines world over in Bournemouth. I don't know what it is in the water over there. They're very close to the coast. Maybe the vapors have got them mad for the Emperor's finest. But it is dang near 20% are in the Space Marine super faction of this.
That's
event.
Crazy.
It is crazy. There is well over 40, I believe, Space Marine players, and of a 213 player event. They come in so many different flavors and styles. It's very hard to meta for all of them. Like you can have a good game versus Ultras, then a bad game versus Blood Angels. You can have a good game versus Blood Angels, then it gets stat checked out by the 4+ invuln of Space Wolves. Like it's actually wild to see it just be that prevalent in such a isolated case.
I mean, that's what you want Space Marines to be, though, right? You want to be able to build different things that have different good matchups, because that's the whole reason they're the poster boy of 40K, right?
Yeah.
Well, that fallback stat line too. With the armor saves, nice toughness, decent number of wounds. You can kind of very forgiving yourself out of a lopsided turn, one lopsided turn.
Yeah, depending on the meta we're in, right? Because there's definitely been metas where power armor was king, and then the other metas where it just did not stand up to.
Yeah. 59 players of Adeptus Astartes. 59 out of 213. That's crazy.
That's more than a quarter.
It's pushing. Is it? No, it's not closer to a third than a quarter, but it's more than a quarter. This is going to be the tail of this event, I think. How well do people negotiate the 1 or 2 of the Space Marine variants that they're good against, and how do they negotiate the rest? Now, what is interesting is looming above them is the shards of the Star Gods, the Catan, that are kind of defining the meta at the moment, and they're the real stat check. They are the can you kill 2 of these a turn? If you can't, you're probably going to have a rough day at the office. And then past that, it's kind of wild to see the Silent King like it's still in many Necrons lists. You would think after you've bought your second and or third Catan, the Silent King starts looking unattractive, but then the Silent King is like 1.5 Catan, and people are just looking at it like it is just 1.5 Catan.
I don't know,
And
people
then
getting that fifth night, or fourth night, the pseudo Satan, seems like
it's exactly where I'm going, because he's on the top side of the Catan spectrum. On the bottom side of the Catan spectrum, there's two models. One of them is being taken by just about everybody, which is the Necrosaur, Amintar, who is like 0.7 of a Catan. He's essentially a Necron's demon prince for all that he does. And then next to him is Illuminor Caesaris, who still makes his way into a lot of your Awakened Dynasty style lists. And so they just have this absolute thickness at the top of the meta. And you know where, let me see if you guys can spot where the commonality is between that list and another list that's in the meta at the moment that is doing extremely well and is in fact statistically the most winning detachment in the game at the moment.
Are you going to keep the suspense, or are you going to jump to it?
Scintillating Legion.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Catans versus juxtaposed to Big Birds, to Lords of Change. Be'lakor across from the Silent King, and then the Demon Prince with the sword across from Necrosaur. It's so weirdly freaking mirrored, and both doing like ridiculously well in the meta at the moment, and for different reasons. And both hit a weird durability skew that is hard to quantify and plan against, because of course, if you're full pell-mell, running into the Lords of Change on turn 3, I got some bad news for you. If they haven't spent all their flux tokens, your chances of getting through are greatly reduced, because they've got 4 rollable saves at the wazoo. You bounce, they go out of combat, and you're dead. Whereas the same thing happens versus the Catan. Like if they push 3 Catan on you on turn 2 or turn 3, and you only kill 1, like, oh my god, you are in a terrible place. And it's fascinating to see the top of the meta coalesce around these two things in different factions that kind of look the same.
You'd think we should reach a breaking point pretty soon then. If those are the two top things we're going to be fighting against, most people should be planning to beat both of them, because they're both similar profiles, right? That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So at some point, we need to reach that breaking point that those two top lists don't do as well consistently. The problem is the 4-up pinfall doesn't care.
Yeah.
You could be the best thing in killing Satans, but I have a 4-up pinfall.
27 last cannons,
Yeah.
Still might not get it done on a good round.
Exactly right. And who has 27 las cannons? I mean, like who can have a good army and against the rest of the meta and have 27 las cannons? Sick. I can smash Catan for absolute days with my 9 Ballistari chickens. Rest of my army loses to Space Marines. That kind of stuff. Like, yeah, sure.
Look, I think you just made an argument for Devastator Centurions.
True. Yeah. I mean, unnerf Raven Guard for us, please, G-Dub, so we can make these Star Gods afraid again. Make Star Gods afraid again. All right. We have 2 beautiful pieces of data to break down for you guys. The first up is the Necrons detachment breakdown. So 20 Necron players in attendance. This is what they brought. 7 Star Shatter Arsenal, 5 Awakened Dynasty, 4 Pantheon of Woe, 1 Canoptic Court, and 3 Cursed Legion. Sorry, that should be the way around. 3 Cursed Legion and that Canoptic Court. Fascinating. So tracking last week's events over in Thailand, at the big Asian team championships, Josh Roberts was over there, and he played Canoptic Court Necrons and went undefeated, as did many others. But that was very fascinating, because we on this show have said for quite a while, like, Canoptic Court's pretty good, guys. Like, it's right there. It's pretty dang good. But a lot of people skew it because you get a lot more DACA and more consistent firepower out of the Star Shatter Arsenal, and that -1 damage is pretty busto for an enhancement. But yeah, that is the breakdown of all 20 Necron players in attendance. What do you guys make of it?
Star Shatter be the top.
You've heard a lot about Pantheon of Woe too. Is like that seems to be. I'm kind of surprised it's in the middle of the pack there.
I find that people are slowly, or I guess quickly, realizing that it's not the best way to run it. It's new, and it's made for Satans. I want to bring all these Satans, but Star Shatter and Awakened are just better with those, like even spamming Satans.
Yeah, so to To Paul's credit, yeah, the new shiny detachment came out that made the thing that people haven't been playing much of outside of a Nightbringer in their Awakened or their Star Shadow. So everyone's gonna have wanted to pick up and play the new shiny. Issue is, yeah, sure, your Star Gods in that detachment are fantastic, like wow. But the rest of your army a bit less so is the issue because it only benefits Catan.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to run all 4 plus Catan and possibly go to your 5th, do not go to the 6th. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not worth it.
You need something else.
You do need at least a Scarab.
Yeah.
I was about to say you need at least a Scarab unit.
Like, if you get a Scarab, you need to have a Cryptek. Yeah, that just gets this whole.
No, they're only let have one. Anyway, but yeah, so a Pantheon has been definitely something that people have been attracted to early. But yeah, as it's gone on, people have drifted back to the old stables, old good ones. The one that I've expected to be pop off more, just to same in Paul's mode, was the Cursed Legion.
I was saying that too.
Yeah, the Cursed Legion I think is in a bad meta spot, but it's a very good detachment.
Yeah,
like
very much
I think it's in a bad meta spot because I think I've said it previously. We just came out of a meta that was everything was predicated on your ability to kill Victory Scarred. If you play in an army that's exclusively 3-up, 5-up, 3 wound models, I've got some bad news for you. You die real quick against the player's tool to Victrix. If everybody learned how to kill Victrix guards, so they just feel like, well, I already know how to do this. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in, and I'm going to solve these problems.
Yeah, Erwin, exactly. The Catan feels very boring to play to me too, but I think it's very similar to like the Awakened Dynasty that a lot of players in the competitive scene were using anyway. So if it plays the same as that, then it might appeal to them. But
yeah,
Cursed Legion, even Canoptek Court, it's Shattered. I find those way more fun to play. But I'm not a Necron player though.
Much more well-rounded.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I've had players talk to me about the fact that like Awakened Dynasty and Pantheon of Woe are very similar in the way that they play. Yeah. As in like, okay, I've got 20 Necron warriors that I can regen a bunch of, or I can have 1 Catan that I can regen a bunch of wounds on. And so you have the condensed into a single unit efficacy of the 20 warriors. Of course, they're not going to have the board spread or the OC, but they're going to do phenomenally more damage. And funnily enough, once again, there's a lot of commonalities between these. Whereas like you have all that power condensed into a single model or distributed across the 20. And it's not, for the Necron player, it's just like a kind of horse for course scenario.
Yeah, I feel like if you make a dynasty, you could have all the name guys, and then you can either have your warrior brick or a wraith brick, and you have a lot more pieces that could do more damage and more play to it as well, right?
I was supposed to go to a Teams event this week, and there was a couple of Necron lists at that Teams event that had 40 warriors and still 2 Catan and that's all the crazy trimmings, like 2 Catan, Necrosaur, 40 warriors, and I'm like, that's wild. That's probably as good as it gets for teams for Necrons. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, one top player in attendance I wanted to break down, Jay Seabohm, who plays for Vanguard Tactics, is playing a Dark Angels Wrath of the Rock, and he is a perennial top 1 in the ITC for Dark Angels. I did take it off him 1 year. Suck it, Jay. But this is a guy I always pay attention to because he's usually pushing the envelope on Dark Angels and pushing that meta forward for him. He starts off with Azrael and then a Chaplain and Terminator armor with Deathwing Assault, so turn 1 Deep Strike. Then a Lieutenant with Combo Weapon with Tempered in Battle. The Lion, tuned to 5 Deathwing Knights, 5 Desolation Marines, 5 Infiltrators, a unit of 6 Inner Circle Companions to presumably go with Azrael, 3 Landspeeder Vengeances, a Dark Shroud, and 5 Scouts.
Dark Shroud.
Yes, I like the Dark Shroud. I've been a big proponent of the Dark Shroud for a little while now. Giving out cover and stealth to just everything within 6 inches. It's got a really wonkily big hull as well. It's on that big Landspeeder Vengeance hull. It's like almost pretty much the same size as the Storm Speeders now. And yeah, just giving that coverage over the Vengeances, or letting it walk up behind the Deathwing Knights and just putting another wrinkle into the Deathwing Knights removal, as in like I'm standing in the open with cover, with stealth, with AOC access, being 4 wounds, -1 damage, 2 up, 4 up. Like it's it adds another wrinkle to their removal. Of course, you want to take the Lion because there is still enough melee in the game that fights first beast of a Lion. He's just spectacular. Plus, his buffs are very quality now. And then, having the issue of being like, well, if you null deploy or deploy defensively, I'm just going to jam a unit of Deathwing Knights with a Terminator on your expansion, my expansion, the middle. They're just going to go somewhere. It's going to be a pain for you to kill. And when you have to bring out very significant assets to kill them, I up you down the Lion and I bring out my land speed of vengeances and I blow you up. So I think this list is pretty good, and is a little unassuming because you look at the power of it and it doesn't really seem that impressive. Like we see a lot of Ultramarines lists that has like double or triple Vindicator, Ballistas, and Repexes. Doesn't seem as deadly as that, but it's much more well-rounded there. And what do you guys think of the Desolation Marines? And why are they in this list? What are they doing?
You look at this stuff, like you look at this entire list, you're like, oh, come on. Okay, great. Got a couple of name characters and then some speeders, whatever. You know, that's the idea. But no, you just described a much bigger powerhouse. And the Desolation Marines, I mean, how are they not pretty good still?
The 200 points, but they are pretty good. Like, 200 points is the way people go, oh, that's a lot for that unit. But like, there's still plenty of things in the meta that they want to hunt and that they do very well. You're playing against World Eaters or unit occultists that you wanted to hold your backfield with are now dead, and I've unlocked my Deathwing Knights and my uppy downy off my Lion to have actual value. Things of that nature. It can be just as simple as that. There's still Eldar and Dark Eldar rocking around in the meta. There's unfortunately quite a few Tyranids, and you're going to lose your Biovore turn 1. That's going to suck.
You're going to get to fire that unit all 5 turns. Like, no one wants to shoot at something they can't see with 2+ armor, good armor, and multiple wounds.
Yep, agreed. So I think the Desos are an interesting addition to this one, and I'm keen to see how Jay does because, like I said, he's always doing a little bit of X factor in there, and I always like to see what he's brewing, what he's cooking.
I honestly don't know why more people don't do it with Space Marines, because if there's a turn you can't see anything, all right, well, I'm going to oath that one thing I can't see that these Desolation Marines can kill. Why not? When you have full access to full rerolls on anything you want, seems good.
Seems good, man. And it's also like don't know if people remember, but do you guys know what the land speed of vengeance does?
Is that the plasma one, or is that the?
It's the plasma one. If you kill something within aura range of it, it gets to shoot you. Like if you kill, like if all the 3 speeders run together, you kill one of the speeders, the other ones can shoot you.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, so that's another little wrinkle. So it's very hard to trade up into them because usually you're taking damage at the same time as they're doing damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Neat.
All right, time to pick some winners, lads, and this is going to be a hard one to pick. Do we just go with the Necrons? Are we picking one of the Space Marine variants?
If it rolls me, I'm going with Necrons.
Yeah, you're not going with Blood Angels. Blood Angels made the podium, Paul.
They did, though. It's just real hard.
They're actually they bronzed it. Like, come on.
Yeah. All right. Let's roll this dice. Who wants to call it?
5-6
last week
for me.
Paul. All right. Paul's the 5-6. Yeah. Dusty, 3-4 or 1-2?
I'll take 1-2.
Generous of you. Hello. It's a 3. That's me. That's Adam Necrons.
Shocking.
Shocked is this world.
Oh. Who's next?
Paul, you can go next.
Blood Angels.
Good man.
I'll do Astartes.
All good choices. Hey, we picked the podium. We are so good at this.
We are so good
man, such insight.
This is why you come here, to listen to the best, right?
Yes.
Look, it's going to be a tough world out there. But honestly, though, with the things we've described, like Scintillating Legion being great, of course, the Necrons being great, but then that suite of, there's a lot of Marine players out there. It kind of is a Brewers area still, but is anybody beating it? Do enough people know that that's what the meta is? Obviously, they have to anticipate it, but we'll see after this week.
I'm not sure anybody at this event would have anticipated more than a quarter of the field being Astartes. That's even for Astartes. That's
crazy.
Massive.
That's crazy. Yeah. Erwin, you listen to Stutter Scrub, don't you? You've heard my rants on that.
Yes, he does.
Next event we're going to be talking about is the West Coast Warbands. This is from Portland, Oregon. Here in the USA, 176 players and 22 teams of 8 competing over 6 rounds. In a team tournament, it is we will eventually predict what faction will have the highest battle points, and a team cannot take the same faction more than once on each team.
So we've been talking about, because the meta is so wide at the moment, if you cross the 1/3 of teams, you are considered to be a better than most faction for teams. And so in this case, that would mean somewhere in the region of about 8 or 9 players have taken, 8 or 9 teams have taken your faction or said faction. And there are a couple that are quite a bit more than that.
All right, so
What
let's
do we
see what
see
people
there?
are taking. The Imperial Super Faction, there are 5 Sisters of Battle, 3 Custodes, 3 Admech, 14 Astra Militarum. Why do we have to call it 0 Grey Knights? Nobody cares about Grey Knights, Adam.
How
3
dare you?
Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 5 Adeptus Astartes, 4 Dark Angels, 3 Space Wolves, 7 Blood Angels, and 1 Black Templar. Chaos, there's 10 Chaos Space Marines, 8 T-Sens, 16 Death Guard. There's a chonky one. 5 World Eaters, 5 Emperor's Children, 9 Demons, 7 Chaos Knights, Xenos, there's 15 Necrons, so not even outnumbering Death Guard here.
Mhm.
5 Orcs, 11 Tal, 13 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 8 Tyranids and 3 Gs to their cult. Eldari, there's 9 Drukhari and 4 Eldari, meaning the faction podium is technically total Astartes at 21, so only one team did not take any Astartes variant of any kind. But Death Guard is really the winner here with 16, and then Necrons behind them with 15, then Astra Militarum with 14, and then Votan with 13. That's
Beautiful
aside
stuff.
from the Necrons, like, it's actually a nice one. I like that. The Death Guard coming back up there.
Yeah.
Astra Militarum is not really surprising teams. Grizzle Company is good. It is very good. Votan being up there though, juicy.
So it is becoming a little bit of a geographical nuance that the upper leftish coast of the United States does have a bit of a heartthrob for the Short Kings.
Mhm.
It is known. And I say upper left because I'm not doing your Pacific, Northeast, Southern,
Upper
swirling,
left.
whatever.
Upper
The
left.
top-
Upper
the
left.
top
Pacific
left
Northwest.
that one, Pacific North.
PNW.
swirl.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. Yeah, sponsored by Pepsi. I don't know. There's a little bit of a heartthrob.
Coke country. I know what you're talking about. Everybody drinks Coke over there.
It's probably I don't know.
I have no idea.
Probably makes it funnier. But yeah, one team not taking Astartes, and then only 6 teams didn't take Death Guard, and that is the
That's
one
wild.
I'm interested
That's
to
wild.
unpack. 8-player teams, of course, so this is a much wider range that you have to come to. Of course, everyone wants to take their Astartes variant. They're going to want their defender or their attacker Necrons, depending on how they go. Guard's always going to be good. Votan's always going to be good. What is Death Guard doing in teams that is making it so prevalent?
I mean, they still are tough, and when you can pick, I think the reason you don't see them doing more in singles is because they really do fight that mid-range, and you have to get close. There are things that can take them out, and it's a bit of more of a hit or miss how your round's going to be. When you can slightly craft your round, it's a lot better for Death Guard.
So I first started hearing rumors of Death Guard coming back into vogue around the Victrix meta that we had over Christmas and into the early stages of January, where it was very much a similar build to what a lot of Death Guard was. Here's my 2 to 3 very competent, durable combat bricks. Be it, usually Victrix with Calgar, Ventress, and or Kato Sicarius. Juxtapose that. Here's my unit of 10 Plague Marines with 2 characters who have fights first and can do a hellacious amount of craziness in shooting, fighting, grenades, and all these things. And then I have my 2 units of Death Shroud. So there's a bit of a mirror shown up to Ultramarines. And then behind that, of course, you have your Ballistas, Vindicators, Predators, Repulsor Executioners. Well, juxtaposed to that, we have Predators, we have Bloat Drones with the heavy blight launchers, which are still superstars of the game at the moment. And then, technically, if you want to take a PBC or 2, like that's still, and then we have a bit of a mirror there. And then the meta got a little bit more scrappy when we went past that into the Catan days we're into now. We've had the rise of things like Custodes, even though they don't have a huge showing here. Death Guard brawl into Custodes extremely well, negating a lot of their 2+ save and extra, and toughness 6. They bring them down to a 3+ save at toughness 5 in combat, which is very manageable for Death Guard profiles. And then you have things like Mortarion coming back in as well, which we saw at Palm Springs, where he can just go and kind of go toe-to-toe with Catan, and you have just a piece that can go and do that job. You also have the Revolting defaulting resilient Demon Prince, who could also go toe-to-toe with a non-Nightbringer Catan. Obviously, Nightbringer's going to toast him, but just a Transcendent Catan, he goes toe-to-toe there, no issues whatsoever, or the Deceiver, because he's kind of just that durable. And so you kind of get this stopper that is really kind of moving and shaking at the moment, where previously it was getting outgunned, it was getting outranged, it was getting outdistanced, and it was getting move blocked a lot more. Now it's kind of all the Death Guard goodness is kind of active. And in saying that, now we're going to transition over to the Death Guard detachment breakdown, and let's have a little look at what our 16 Death Guard players are bringing. To the surprise of no one, 11 of 16 of Virulent Vectorum. It's just good, guys. It's just good. 2 are Champions of Contagion, 2 are Taliban Summoners. So the 2 of them are trying to meme out and have 4 Great Unclean Ones in their list, despite being Death Guard still. And then one player's taking Mortarian's Hammer. There we go.
Terminators.
We did it. Yeah, Mortarian's Hammer is Termies and PVCs is the way. Usually what I think is the ideology in my head. I keep getting surprised more people aren't doing champs in this meta. I keep getting surprised.
Why do you say that?
The brick of 10 Blightlord Terminators can shoot a Catan dead and then fight a Catan dead. You have to have a bucket of CP, but that is a unit that there's no real other unit that you can say can do that consistently, because that thing has all the rerolls, just rerolls to hit, rerolls to wound, all the lethals, the crit 5s, all these things, and you just put so many saves on them that they go away, and it's very hard to find anything else in the game that threatens that. And so I look at that as something in teams that you can just have as a blunt object, being like, you better not try and use your XYZ, I think it's durable army, because I'm going to 10 Blightlord kill you off the table in short order. But maybe I'm wrong, because I've played against it a couple of times and I was always impressed, but it wasn't like it was like, destroying me, because it's just not quick enough to kind of get you off your objectives fast enough. And I suppose that's one of the big issues with Death Guard in singles, is that it's always just getting move blocked out of the game that gives them issues, and getting competent screening takes them off turns of scoring. But in teams, perfectly viable. But yeah, Virulent Vectorum, 100% over and away the most taken of the bunch. It's more than all the other 3 times 2 combined. And also, yes, thank you. You can see. I hope people like my little sillies I chuck in here. I hope people are getting something out of it. It takes me a while to think them up.
You know, right, appreciates it.
On to the one team I decided to break down. These are the hometown heroes. These are the Rose City Ruffians. And of course, once again, I'm taking a dig at them. I got quite a few mates on this team, and they're all good lads. None of them particularly strike me as ruffians. Very lovely gents, all one and all.
It's a mindset, gentlemen.
Yeah. So their 8-pack consists of a Scintillating Legion of Chaos Demons, Champions of Faith, Adeptus Sororitas, and Orcs Warhorde, Blood Angels Rage Cursed Onslaught, Astra Militarm Grizzled Company, Necron's Pantheon of Woe, so I did go with the Pantheon. Death Guard, they are the one Mortarian's
There
Hammer.
it is.
There it is.
Yep. And they took a Montcar of Tau, and that is the 8-pack for those ruffians. I'm not surprised by much in this. The Mortarian's Hammer, obviously, being the one taken version of it.
The orcs, like, I know. Look, where there's an orc, there's a will. It swells their heart. They want to get it done, but we have not seen big results from orcs.
Not for some time. Yeah, they haven't been kind of knocking on the door in recent times. And I still think they're quite good. And I suppose this may be a case of you go deep enough into your players and what they can play, and it's 8-player teams. So you come to your 7th and your 8th picks and stuff like that, and you're just like, well, we have an orc player. We have a guy who's good at orcs. That we could make that guy play. I mean, what is actually missing from this lineup? Maybe Drukhari would be a good fit in this one. Maybe.
I'm not questioning necessarily the pick is the default choice, but I think you look at all the other detachments and the other faction choices. I think that this is a strategic pick. So, like, where do they think this slots into their either their putouts, their attack, or their defense?
Yeah, I think it'd be more of a attacker. So someone puts up something that's just kind of a good melee scrapper, and they're like, well, I'll hit it with the Warhorde. I'll scrap with you, and we'll see who comes out on top. Either that
everything we described about the meta being like these things concentrated into several units that you need last cannons or whatever railguns for. Last cannons and railguns don't kill orcs, so maybe it's like everyone's going to be teching for those top 5 lists we just talked about. How about we throw another 100 bodies at them to overwhelm objectives?
Throw a wrinkle. I have seen some discussion of Green Tide coming back in, because there is actually a pretty legitimate counter to Star Gods, to Catan, when you just take 100 boys and they just can't kill their way through it fast enough, and you add OC them all game, and they just kind of score no points. And so, sure, you have this condensed power of the gods in your 5 models, but I've got 40 OC on this objective. They all have a feel no pain. They're all going to have an invuln for the go turn of the game. I'm not going to kill you, but sure as hell you are not killing me fast, and you need to kill me down to what, 2 guys left out of that squad before you have more OC than me, and I've got 18 idiots plus 2 characters before you actually take this objective back. And it's legit. It's a legit way to go about it, because there are I hear the same thing for Chaos Space Marines as well, going back to Chaos Cults and taking 3 units of a Cursed Cultists, where they all have an invuln and a feel no pain, and there's only so much Catan can chew through in a turn.
Interesting. Yep. Good points.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I did want to have a quick look at this Death Guard list, this Mortarian's Hammer, because I'm intrigued, and I'm just doing this for my own sake. I just wanted to see what was unique about this. So yeah, we've got the 2 units of Death Shroud, we've got the 3 blow drones and heavy blight launchers, we got 2 Plague Burst crawlers. Yeah, cool. So you wouldn't do it without the PBCs. That was what I wanted to confirm in my head. Still got 1 unit of 10 Plague Marines and a Rhino. So yeah, it looks like a pretty conventional Death Guard list, but it's swapped out things like the Demon Prince and the chance to have Mortarion for the PBCs, and a bit more of a cloud. Like, it's got 30 Poxwalkers instead of the usual 1 or 2 units we're probably used to seeing. But yeah, Rose City Ruffians, they're going to do extremely well. Wouldn't be surprised if they win the event also.
Nice. So here we predict the faction we think will have the highest battle points. Well, it has nothing to do with the placement of the team, because often the person that's doing the best may be playing after their team has suffered a couple of losses.
This is so. I just asked, is this Bortel by KR? Yes, this is Tyler Bortel and Lucas Troller's crew and a bunch of those other Rose City boys. They're a very awesome team. Alex Pina's on this team as well. Yeah, Nicholas Fromm. Yeah, really good team. They're going to do sweet and good things to this meta, I think.
Nice. I think, Dustin, you go first.
You picked last, yeah. Demons, nice.
Specifically, Scintillating Legion.
Yeah, that's not a bad call at all. What would you like, Paul?
Oh, this is a little tough, because I do have a bit of a fascination with that Death Guard as well, but I'm gonna go with Astra Militarum.
Paul goes Astra Mil. I'm not sure I want to go Necrons at this one.
For teams, I feel like you have answers, right?
I'm gonna piss off Paul and go Blood Angels.
Oh, if Adam gets points for this, Paul.
Yeah, you lose points.
He can get some points. He just can't get more than me.
Yeah. I'm legitimately picking the fact that Lucas Troller is playing the Blood Angels.
Look, all right, that's
betting on you,
Look
Lucas.
at you looking at names and stuff.
Look at me doing the stats and putting the show
hard.
together, making a show for you
hiding
to talk
the dice
on.
rolls so he gets to pick what he wants to pick, and reading the names and the lists. It's crazy.
My goodness. We're off to the races this year. Look, if you've listened this far, please, I invite you to hit the subscribe button, the like button, or maybe leave a comment down below about what events and types of events you want to see covered this year. Let us know if we got our predictions wrong. What would you have predicted will win these events we talked about in the comments below? That is a way to kind of trick the algorithms into having more people come and check us out. And if you were even further inclined, this is where we would also talk about a sponsor. So we'll sponsor ourselves. Maybe check us out on Patreon. It takes a lot of work to put this show together and to produce it. And that is a way to participate with that. And for tier 2 and above, we produce a second show a lot of weeks that looks back, and we talk about how we did. We talk about the top 10 and the list that did really well in those events. So it's a way to look back and see how the meta is developing in real time, in addition to just looking at what we do here. So consider doing that. Invite you to do so if you are able to do that. Show's not over though. Look, if you're just showing up, this is where things sometimes get a little bit silly. We, after just talking about all the stats, all the crunchy stuff, the wins, the losses, the points, and everything else, like to have a little palate cleanser to ease ourselves into this weekend of competition we call the Fuego Rapido. This is a segment where we give ourselves sometimes a clock, sometimes just a little bit of ability to explore the space, which I think maybe we're doing this week. I'll turn it over to Dustin.
Yeah, taking it on with after we discuss all these points, we're going to talk about points a little bit more because we got a subscription for the next month on our trivia game. So we're going to play some more, guess those points, and hopefully it works this week. And if not, we'll go back to regular Fuego because the heck with it. So for those of you that haven't done this before, you can participate in chat. Once this gets going, I will be putting up the name of a unit in 40K. The faster you respond, the more points you get, and you have to put down just the number of points you think that unit costs. That's all it is. And as quick as you can, because the longer you wait, the less points you get. So, and because we have Paul and Adam participating in this, I feel like we should actually award a point to whichever one of you actually wins this. But if 2 people from chat beat both of you, I get a point.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like this.
Right? Now there's stakes involved. So now you got to actually get involved in this. Paul, Adam, are you already logged into the chat? Are you ready to go in there?
I think
We're
so.
good to go.
Okay. Let's do this then. Let's see if it works. Survey says, boom. There we go. All right, here we go. Yep, we got you, Paul. We got you. All right. So once again, once the question comes up there, it'll tell you the points. I'll read it out to people that are listening on the podcast and aggregators afterwards, so you can guess along with us. I will tell you what the unit is. Just type in the points you think that unit or model are worth in the game. 420. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first question is Morven Vol leading 2 penitent engines.
2 penitent engines? I don't know if you could do that. That's not real. You're making this up. You're making this up. I'm going to go... I go 310.
Ooh.
Paul goes 380. Art of War 40K 250.
What?
That's not fair.
What?
250 sounds cheap.
The correct answer is loading it up.
Yeah, so he made this up, guys.
335. 335.
Ooh. Okay.
Close. Who got there? Erwin. Oh, nice. Yeah, only 5 off. Okay. Nicely done. Adam up there. Okay. You guys are all you're up there.
We're cooking.
All right.
We're cooking.
Art of War 40K the last. Come on, guys. The experts here. 5, 4. We're gonna go to question number 2. The point value of 5 custodian guard. Come on, this is an easy one.
Man, they just changed it.
Oh, KR, you're right in there, buddy. Come on. Right in there.
Well, copy KR. Let's go.
No.
Let's go, KR. You and me, buddy. You and me.
Oh, you attach yourself to the horse. Let's see.
It's all right. There'll be like a guard question at some point. I'll pay him back.
Yeah, I made sure to at least one of both your armies in this. Don't worry. But 5 custodian guard, I believe, is 190.
KR!
You led us astray.
Look, sometimes the points just get stuck in there from times past.
It's true. Oh, Smurfette almost nailing that one. Nice one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very impressive.
That is very impressive.
It is.
Oh, Adam, you took too long and you gave the wrong number. That was
I was pretty quick.
But you were last to put it on there. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know.
What do you mean I was last?
All right,
I
next
put it up
question.
there. Anyway, now I'm lagging.
No, you're fine. Avatar of Cain.
I don't know, 300. Maybe 290. It seems like something that they priced and then they brought down, or they.
I feel like it's something they priced and brought up because I saw it and I didn't see it.
Saw it and you didn't see it. I don't know. For a while, it was. Yeah, I love that model, but even the new model, I've always loved the model.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the new one is better than the Forge World one?
So I think that if you're going to model it like the one from the Forge World, then they're similar, but you get to model it this time like in all these different other options, which is so cool because I really like some of the configurations of it.
Right. The correct answer is 280.
Ooh, okay, I'll take that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay. We got some good guesses in there, though.
Dude, we got a 275 by Tristan.
Yes, very nice.
Tristant.
Used to be 300, yep. All right, Chief Librarian Mephiston. Come on, Paul.
Paul, this is yours. Come on.
I'm just going to copy you.
I am 100% going to copy you.
Even if he's right, you get less points than him.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. I got to just got to ride those coattails, you know?
Because it works so well with the custodian guard, right?
Oh, so well.
So well. Yeah,
I mean, it just means I believe in Paul more than KR. Take that, KR. Did me dirty.
This would be worth every bit of 235.
We don't see him that much. I feel like he is overcosted then.
Right? No.
But he just walks. It's 120.
You know.
More that when Rage Curse came out, I feel like he dropped off a little bit. And in Angelic Inheritors, once you've taken, because you really want to take the Sanguinor in Inheritors, and when you take your kind of 3 captains and Dante, he doesn't really have space. You don't want to spend another 120 on characters, and you don't have enough stuff. But in Lib, I still think he's sick.
He's got a lot of special rules. He's got all the special rules you need.
Yeah, I think in Rage Curse you can go either way with him. But yeah, in Lib, I still think he's sick.
He doesn't hit hard enough into things with an invulnerable save.
Next one, Nightbringer with advanced charge. Oh, I didn't change that one. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Scroll up.
It's your chance.
What did we do last week? What did I? 435. No way.
Whoa. I mean, he's good. That's.
Here we go.
I think I nailed it.
I'm going with 360.
People definitely are a lot closer to the Nightbringer here. I guess they see that a lot more. We're checking it out.
Yeah, it's almost like I've put him in a bunch of lists and then tried to kill him.
Great model.
Great model. Every gun in my list.
345. Couple right on the money there. KR, Adam, yeah. Smurfette, 350. Wow, this is really close there. Really good guesses. Yeah, but that. I guess it's not really a surprise. That's a very common one, very popular one right now. Everybody's put it in a list, or at least
that's right? He's pretty much the best model in the game right now in this moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So that means Adam's going to get back some points here. It's going to be close. Let's
go.
All right, number 6.
If KR hadn't have got me,
Be'lakor. Just Be'lakor.
Be'lakor.
Probably Be'lakor. Be'lakor is one of those ones I feel like it's floated a bit also.
Yeah, he's pivoted around a bit. I'm going to go 325. Might be like 280.
Can't be that cheap.
No, there's no way. In fact, nobody went to 200, so everybody agrees. 375.
375. Oh, he sucks.
So expensive.
No, he's amazing.
He got a lot of rules.
He does have a lot of rules. Ooh, Adam and Paul, you weren't even on the board for that one for the most part. Adam just barely made the board.
Yeah, 350.
Wow, that tanked. That tanked me. Does that mean that everyone else got closer than us, or that?
And answered faster.
No balls.
Here you go, Lionel Johnson. Come on, Adam. If you don't just type this in right now, you better be the first one.
Nailed it. That's a gimme. Paul, did you copy me?
No,
No.
you went
Why didn't you
first.
copy me at least?
He just
Why
threw
did
it
you
out
copy?
there.
You could have paid you back
No,
for the
Adam
meth.
doesn't know. I know this one.
The meth assist.
Look, I prefer to lead in with my first initial instinct.
That's smart. It's
From
smart.
the hip.
Fire from
Is
the
it?
hip. 315.
That's too expensive.
It is very expensive. Is he worth
It
it,
is.
Adam?
Yeah, right now he is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the first time in this edition, kind of the last 6 months, he's become worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's good then.
How many
Yeah,
we got left?
obviously, Adam got his points there for sure. Okay. I don't get to see the score, so I actually have no idea. If the
Oh,
totals
you
are
don't
down.
know who's in the
No, I
lead.
have no idea. It's crazy. I like this.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. All right, next up. Question number 8, Castellan Crow.
I just had him kicking around.
Did he have his points written on him?
I think it's 95.
Oh yeah, I was going with 100.
100's pretty. Yeah, 100, you might be right.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not. I know he's not 80, and I know he's not like 110. He's somewhere between there. But there's like 30 numbers between there.
It's like this.
Well, it always ends in a 5 or a 0, right? That's one thing you can
Yeah.
always say about everything ends in a 5 or a 0 this edition.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Everybody seems to be hovering around the 100 mark for Castellan Crow, which I think is pretty close because it is 90.
Oh, okay.
He is super cheap. Super cheap.
Nice.
I think
Hands-
Irwin's actually taking this right now. Irwin's gotten a lot of points.
I'd be pretty happy if Erwin took this.
Yeah, same.
Why am I not on that? I was like first up.
Maybe you weren't close enough.
Erwin did hit a 90. He did nail it.
Yeah, he did not. And you were after. Yeah. Close, but no cigar. All right, question number 9. One Mortar Ridge Runner with a survey auger.
That's all nonsense. It's the same points.
oh wait, I've lost the page. Hang on.
Oh no.
They're the same points. I think they're 90 each.
45, Paul. Oh my God.
45.
I wish.
Oh man, I'm thinking about the wrong model.
Oh, were you thinking about like rough?
I was thinking of the thing that goes with. Yeah.
The quad.
The quad bike. Yeah.
Might be.
How much was it?
It's 95. It used to
What
be
did I put in?
85, so there's a couple there that got 85, but it went up 10 points. The single one went up 10 points.
I thought you were being a funny bugger and doing 2 90-pointers back to back. So I was like, I reckon it's around 90 points. And you just did Crow, who was 90 points.
95, so it's close. Like I kind of tried to do that, but to be honest, when I looked at Crow, I thought he was 95, but then I had to look at it again. All right. The last question coming up to see who's going to pull this off and who's going to get the points or the point for this week. The last question is 4 Canaptech Wraiths.
They come in 4s?
Yeah, man.
This is a true question. This is just max squad. All right, sweet.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Tried to pull a fast one, Paul. We didn't do it. I think
Yeah.
we're both correct as well.
All right. All right. Looks like I didn't really get anybody. Everybody caught on. But yes, that counts as the max squad. So technically it's the same cost as 6. So the correct answer, I believe, is 220.
Sounds about right. That's what I put. So I hope that's right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I put. So
That's what I put also. Actually, did we all nail it? Yeah, most people nailed it.
Oh, really close. Yeah. Within like 5 points, 10 points in a couple of cases. Yep.
Paul
I'm
put
gonna
it in
build some
faster than
rates
me.
this week.
And it did put it in faster than you, Adam.
I know.
Did you pick up the draw, firing from the hip? It works sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Okay. Let's see who ends up winning this one. Will we tally all the scores here?
Pull the lever. Hit the button.
Oh, Adam! And then Paul right behind you. Okay. Okay.
You get
Wow,
negative
Adam,
2, Dustin.
Yeah, I only pulled this out despite Dustin. That was
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's-
That's completely
Yeah,
fair.
and when we were given the option to give Dustin points, me and Paul just had to step up. We just had to step up.
Erwin tried though. Wow, within 2 points of Paul.
I feel like Erwin got more correct
So do I. Yeah,
Yeah.
than we did, and then Smurfette with a whole lot correct as well.
that's true. Wow. All right. Well, point goes to Adam. Good job.
Yay.
Looks like I think 2 more weeks of this. People are
Glorious.
enjoying it. Then
Then we go nuts.
You should you should add some secondary cards in there.
Ooh, secondary cards.
How many points do you get XYZ?
Yeah, okay. Sure, I can do that next time.
How many points do you get on primary score as well on turn 5 or something? Like, what's the maximum amount of points you can get on like Scorched Earth turn 5?
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Look,
okay.
that is our show this week. It's been awesome. Like the hits just keep on coming as folks are starting to get out there and play in these big events. Getting competing for things like best in faction, for personal glory, for team glory, which is an awesome way to play 40K. It's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all and talking to y'all about this evening. We'll be back next week. Don't forget to hit those notification bells to know when we're going live, or set your clocks right now. Let's all synchronize. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing it.
Synchronized.
Beautiful.
And go.
Y'all have a good night, everybody.
Take care.
See ya.